Hello, this is Yuko. After years of living abroad, I've been blown away by the lady-first culture. Honestly, I can't count how many times I've wished Japanese men, especially my husband, could take a hint from it. Today, let's have some fun comparing those lovely lady-first moments we see in movies or overseas with how those same situations tend to play out here in Japan. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be a little spicy. You know those moments in movies where a man opens a door for a woman to gracefully hop in? Yeah, that's strictly Hollywood in Japan. In my 50 plus years, I've never experienced this. In reality, I jump into the driver's seat, start the engine, and wait for my husband to casually settle into the passenger seat. Romantic, right? To be fair, Japanese men aren't too bad at this one. My husband will carry my bags if he notices. If not, I just straight up say, "Hey, this is heavy. Help me out." But let's be clear, any guy who lets a woman struggle with a heavy load while standing by, major red flag. The only people who ever put out a chair for me are staff Leston. Even then, I can't help but feel a little awkward. True story, when my parents and I went out for fancy French dinner, the staff pulled out my chair. And what was my first thought? Is this a trap? Am I about to fall? Childhood memories of blank chair pulling run deep. This one's also rare unless you are a nice restaurant with attentive staff. I once saw an old couple who seemed very traditional, with a wife helping a husband put on his coat. My mother also helps my father with his coat. The reason, my father can't lift his arms well, and my mother always says, "What a hassle," and she does it. In Japan, it's considered a woman's role to press the elevator button and let the man exit first. For example, in office buildings, female employees who don't do this might be seen as thoughtless. This also happens in public places where it's not uncommon for older men to boldly exit the elevator first. Am I the only one who thinks, please don't take that for granted? In big cities, some young Japanese guys will walk on the street side to protect their girlfriends. Sweet, right? But in the countryside where I live, walking isn't really a thing. We drive everywhere. Maybe I'll test my husband next time we walk together. Stay tuned. In Japan, it's often the woman who serves the men. Back in the day, women would pour drinks and practically act like wait staff during a social gathering. Thankfully, times are changing, but I still cringe thinking about it. I've hardly ever seen a scene like in the movie where a man holds an umbrella for a woman. In my house, my husband, who doesn't even carry an umbrella, says, "I don't mind getting wet." Usually, it's a woman who thinks ahead and carries an umbrella when it looks like it might rain. But I'm not that kind of woman. In my family, I handle the budget, so I'm usually the one paying at the restaurant. But here's some drama. I've heard young women complain about their boyfriends always splitting the bill. If he insists on going Dutch on your anniversary dinner, girls, you might want to rethink the relationship. Just saying. guy once told me, if you can do lady first overseas, you'll get kicked out of social circles and it could even hurt your career. But in Japan, if you try to smoothly escort women, people might actually criticize you for it. To survive in Japan's male-dominant culture, guys just don't bother with lady first. Still, lady first doesn't have to be this grand gesture. It's really about simple kindness and paying attention. And hey, Japan already values hospitality, so why not extend that to everyday life? While there are couples with foreign men and Japanese women, we don't often see couples with foreign women and Japanese men. Could it be because Japanese men can't do lady first? Let me know your thoughts below. Have you ever experienced lady first moments in Japan? Or do you think we should start our own lady first revolution here? That's all for today. See ya!